that finally. There it goes. Yo, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning, Dank brownies. Little Dank brownies, how y'all doing? And I got the phone flipped the wrong way. We'll have to switch that around. There we go, that's better. Deuces, how's everyone doing this morning? Rough start to the day. I missed work. I overslept by 2 hours and 12 minutes. My alarm was supposed to go off at 3 o'clock, and I don't wake up until 5:12. A little bit overslept, so I didn't go in. I called off. I feel horrible about it, but what are you gonna do? Life happens. My family should be home today from Chicago. When things kind of get back to normal, hopefully next couple weeks. But I mean, once my grandma passes, they're gonna have to go back to Chicago. So I don't know why they're not just staying in Chicago. Nah, I don't know. We'll see. But it is what it is. You know, I got me a nice big old doobie rolled. Look at the size of that beast. That beast of a doobie. Doobage. Doobage, doobage, doobage. I'm gonna wait. Hey, Jackie. Good morning. How you doing, Jack? Nothing better than dry hitting the doobie, getting that nice taste. You get it like through your sinuses, and you can just taste so good. Things are going okay, Jack. I called off work today, playing hooky. Shame on me. Shame, 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 shame. You doing all right? So we finally got some snow this morning. It's snowing right now. Got the rooftops covered and got about a ½ inch on my deck. I went to go let my dogs out this morning, and all three of them went pile up in the doorway because none of them wanted to go out onto the patio with the snow. Even though they're 7, 5, and 4, so they've seen winters before, but as soon as I opened up the door, they all boom, 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 nose to butt, nose to butt, nose to butt into the doorway because they didn't want to go out onto the patio. Chickens, my big brave dogs, chickens don't even want to get out onto the snow-covered patio. How's your weather? You guys got to be getting some funky weather started. I bet your guys' winter starting. Man, my ladies are looking nice. Those pineapple zombies. God, every day they're... Yeah, just a little break. You know, just one little sick day. Even though I feel like $1 million. You know what it was, though? I was up late last night. Normally, when I gotta work in the morning, when I have to be up at 4, I'm usually up at 2:30. Or when I gotta be to work at 4, I'm up at 2:30. When I gotta be to work at 5, I'm up at 3:30. Last night, I was up until almost midnight. And I knew as soon as I went to bed, I was gonna have a hard time waking up. And I slept right through my alarm. Right through it. And my alarm goes off after 15 minutes. So... Hey, you got nice weather and I got the wonky weather. Yeah, they are. They are growing strong. And I see the littler ones, the critical purples, they're starting, the ones that were smaller, like really small, the ones that I was like, dude, why are they not growing compared to the other ones? They're looking like they're finally starting to break through whatever initial stunting was going on. Oh, yeah, both looking good. All right, let's light this doobie. Let's light this doobie. Yeah. I know my buddy Manic Mouth is on right now. He's doing a live right now, so I know there's quite a few people over there. So it may just be a small event today. I was thinking since it was Monday morning, there wasn't going to be a lot of people on anyway. It only takes two to have a meeting though, right? Man, I keep rolling my stuff really tight. These last 3-4 joints, I don't know what is getting into me. Hey, there we go. There we go. Right on. What kind of beans? Are they mystery beans, or do you know what they are? Yes, sir, Coop. That is correct. That is correct, sir. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? I'm just about to light up this beast. You see what I roll all the time? Yeah. That's what's up. Check that beast out. You can see my eyes are still nice and clear. I gotta get them a little cloudy here. They need to have that red hint to them. Mystery beans. You know what, Jackie, though? Sometimes those end up being the best beans. My very first run, my very first grow ever, I had a mystery bean, and it ended up being the biggest, most beautiful plant, but it ended up becoming a male. Boo. But it was gorgeous until it turned male on me, until like it went into flower. It was tall, its shape was perfect, the leaf structure was gorgeous, it was throwing 5s, it was throwing 7s, it was beautiful, perfect, healthy. I flipped them into flower, and about a week later I noticed I was getting nuts. Oh, I was so disappointed. Little granddaddy perp this morning. Yes'm, yes'm, yes'm. Some granddaddy perp. I was just telling Jackie Coop, those pineapple zombies, bro, they're looking top notch. As always though, with these LED lights, about 10 o'clock at night, they start to droop. I noticed there's at about 10 o'clock, they start putting themselves to sleep. I open up the tent in the morning, man, they are praying right now. They are, pow! They look gorgeous right now. Boom! And I guarantee tonight, they'll put themselves to sleep about 10 o'clock. They'll start drooping down. I've only noticed that under LEDs. So far, when I've looked at and talked to people that have HPS, it doesn't do it with HPS. Have you ever noticed that? Underneath your Mars lights? You never know, Jackie. If they're regular beans. Hey, there he is. There's the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. J420 just won a giveaway on Manic Mouth's channel. I just witnessed that. He was good pick on those numbers, buddy. That was a nice giveaway, bro. That's a real nice giveaway. Manic Mouth is such a good dude. I really enjoyed chatting with him, and I jumped on his panel the other day. Had a good time. I sure am smoking a little bit of my GDP. Nice big old doobie. Oh, I got a little guilty feeling going on right now. I'm playing hooky. I woke up mad late for work. I slept right through my alarm this morning. Yeah, me too, Jay. Me too, bro. It's my favorite. I smoked it one time about 3 or 4 years ago, and ever since I sought it out, like constantly seeking it out. And then I finally got a hold of about 10 cartridges of GDP, and I loved it. And then I started growing, so of course they were the first beans I purchased. We strip LED light. It works great till they need to be moved into their bigger pot. Yep. Do you have a bigger light, Jackie? Do you have one that you can flower them out in? Oh, sweet, Coop. Are they auto GDPs or are they photo period GDPs? Because I believe someone in the community has some auto flower GDP going, I believe. I never heard of anyone crossing that yet, but I guess they got them. Regs, cool, yeah. I think the Regs GDPs are going to be the best way to go anyway. Mine were fem. I didn't want to. Oh yeah, there you go. So you know you're gonna get. Hopefully you get some good phenos. Yeah, hopefully yours actually turn purple. My phenos didn't turn purple on me at all. That's what's up. I think I still got like almost 10 GDP Fem beans left too. Dang, smoking nice. I was worried I rolled it a little too tight, but nope. I'm smoking like a champ. Hope. Yep. That's all we can do, right? I was talking a little bit about that yesterday, about how our beans, oh, you're already at 5 nodes up? You top them already? Right on, Jackie. I pieced mine together little by little. I've just been doing mine. If I got it all at one time, I couldn't afford it. Unless I would have gotten one of those kits. I could have saved up and just gotten like a huge kit with the tent, light, ventilation, everything in it for like $1,200. But I went a different route and just I'm piecing together everything I need little by little by little. I'm seeming to do all right. You can only do what you can do, right? Well, cheers to the mystery beans, and may they produce bountiful fruit. Dank, 5 nodes up. How's the structure on them? Mine were very odd. So for every one branch, let's call main stalk center line here. For every one branch that came out, I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. For every one branch, this is the center stalk. For every one branch that came off, I had like probably 4, 8, 12 little branches coming off of that. Because picture 2 more on each side now. 4, 8, 12. Dude, the structure was so tough to keep clean. The structure was so hard to, on my GDPs, it got to the point to where I threw my hands up at about 4 weeks into flower and stopped trying to prune it back, and it was hard to keep clean on the inside, to keep the air flowing. Are you in a, oh, you're in a tent right now, Jack? I'm gonna get a better one this month. There you go. I got mine off of Grow Ace, I believe. It's called Yield Lab. It's a 4x4 with a propagation area, which adds another foot wide and another 4 feet deep on it. Oh, it's a decent sized tent. And it was pretty cheap too. What? It's got all metal. When you get a tent, just make sure it has all metal. Make sure the corners are metal, the poles are metal. You don't want any plastic in it. No plastic in the construction of it. That was the one thing I made sure I looked for, is that it had all metal construction. I really want to get my basement, the grow room I built in my basement, I really want to get that wired properly so I could start growing down there again too. So I could have a veg tent and a flower tent, or I could just have 2 auto flower rooms going. Or I could have 1 photo period, 1 auto flower, you know what I mean? Put my autos downstairs since it's short, and do my photo periods in my tent upstairs. That would be the smartest thing to do. Because I have the extra lights, so I could actually I have enough lights for 2 rooms. Yes, make sure it has good zippers on it as well. Yep, that's another thing. And you want to make sure that it has the flap to come over the zipper so it doesn't allow light in. If your room... So where my tent is, once I shut off my lamp to my desk, my room is pitch black. I don't have to worry about light leakage at all. There is no light besides what is my tent. And since I don't use the propagation side of my tent, I use it for storage, and I use it to house my humidifier and my fan. I forgot where I was going with that. I don't have to worry about light leakage. I don't have light coming in from that side. You know, I was thinking about it yesterday. Growing has to be one of the most intensive things we can do. And I'm not talking physically intensive. I'm talking mentally and emotionally, really. Because you get so invested, and there's so much that goes into it. Every step of the way, we don't just get to deal with one thing. That one thing has like 5 or 6 things that go around it. Like the tent, for instance. Okay, I need a grow tent. Okay, well, what size grow tent? Where's your room? Like, is it going to be in an attic? Is it going to be in a basement? Is it going to be in a bedroom? You know, how high is the ceilings? How wide is it? What kind of plants are you going to be growing in it? What kind of lights do you have? Like, there is so much that goes into every little step. It's crazy when you really break it down. How's Mama doing, Coop? Right on. Right on, right on. Yeah, it's good, Jackie, to have that too, to have your 2 separate spaces, your dedicated spaces. That's awesome, Coop. I'm glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. What's your weather like down there today? I know yesterday you say you were getting snow the other day, I believe. Yeah, somewhere else. No, because you were like 60s or something. I don't know. I get my days mixed up anymore. I just keep looking out the window and keep seeing the snow, and it just is like, there you go. To infinity and beyond. And yeah, I guess quite a few places are gonna have a little warm up this week. I guess there's a day we're supposed to touch into the 60s, I believe. Yeah, Jackie, I love them pots. I swear by them. I recommend them to everyone. Anyone who sees them too ends up getting them after they hear about what they are. I've recommended them to 2 or 3 people so far, and I believe almost every person has wrote me back and said that they love them. Watering is so much easier when it's not spilling out the sides of the fabric pot. 60s to 70s, there you go. Do you guys put up Christmas decorations or anything? Good time to get your decorations put up, or fall decorations anyway for Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to string some lights, just not turn them on or nothing yet, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to go ahead and get out this week and string some lights up so I don't have to worry about it when winter actually sets in. Right now I can barely see shingles on the roofs. Where my room sits in the second floor in the back of the house. So when I look out my window, I see my backyard, my garage, my backyard, the neighbor's backyard, their garage, their house, and if I look between the houses, I can see across their street. And all the roofs are covered. It's neat looking. I don't like having neighbors all this close, but I mean, it's kind of cool when you can look at it like that. I hate shoveling in the winter though, man, because the houses are so close. Like, I literally have like a 2-foot strip of grass between my house and the neighbor's house. Snow blowing and shoveling snow. Well, I don't snow blow. I got a corded snow blower that's like a overgrown broom. A broom on steroids with a motor. It just spins. It's got like a broom on it that spins, and it throws the snow like a snow machine would, except it plugs in on a 100-foot cord. Manic Mouth, what up, brother? I figured you'd still be on, bro. Good giveaway, bro. You handled that shit appropriately. You do that very well. Some people run giveaways and you can just tell that they're frantic. They don't know really what they're doing, but you did a good job. Cheers, bro. You still smoking? I had to come out here and smoke my doob, bro. Not that I couldn't have smoked it chilling, but I like to be able to get on and chit-chat and smoke my doob. Yeah, bro. Definitely. Joe Jack's still growing. He is still growing. What is up? What is up? Oh, there you go. Dude, I've been sitting on this for like 4 days now. I've had that my one last dab. I've had that dab in there now for like 4 straight days and I haven't touched it. It's the last one I have and I don't know when I'm getting more. Ted Farmer, what is up? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Joe Jacks, Ted Farmer, Manic Mouth, all y'all, good morning. Coop. Jackie. To everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I know I forgot one more. There's someone else in here that I know I forgot. Yeah, it's just, I haven't found that right moment, man. It's that last dab, and it's going to get me really stoned, and I like to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I would hate to take that last one and know I'm not getting any more, and then, like, I don't know, have something stupid happen. I want to be able to just take it and sit back and, if that made any sense whatsoever. Yo, I messed up. I was on a good, every 2 weeks I was ordering cartridges, and I haven't been out of a cartridge in like 2.5 months now, almost 3 months, and I just looked at what I have, and I only have one left, and it takes at least 5 days for them to get here. I messed up. I dropped the ball. So I just put in my order. Hopefully, I can make this one, stretch this one out. Between, I think I seen some Peagles flying my way. It's getting to be winter time. Them Peagles should be headed south, but they're headed north, flying through the snow. Y'all know what a Peagle is? Pigeon, eagle. It's a pigeon carrier. It's a pigeon carrier eagle. I think that's actually why I forgot to order. I got my orders mixed up. I went with a Peagle when normally I would have went with my cartridges. I still need the cartridges though. Once I started smoking those cartridges, I noticed that they were, I'm not going to use the word addicting, but I'm going to use the term of, in the mornings, I really prefer to smoke them over anything else. Like, I seek my pen out, like before I even smoke a cigarette in the morning. Like, after I started smoking these pens, I don't even smoke a cigarette right away. I smoke my pen first. Like, I'll be up a good 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm looking for my pen. I'll go downstairs, make my coffee, let the dogs out, get myself settled, grab a quick bite to eat if I'm hungry. And then, you know, I'm watching Eagles show and looking for my pen, getting ready to go to work. It's like my daily routine. And then maybe I'll have a cigarette like on my way to work, but I've cut down big time. You guys will never see me smoke on live. I don't know, the older I'm getting, the more it disgusts me, which is a good thing, because the closer and closer and closer I'm getting to quitting. I've been smoking since I was about 13, 14 years old, consistently since I was 17. But, ooh, doom, yo! Damn, Ted. There you go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for 5. Kaboom! How are the tails looking? You have nice long tails on them? 2 King Kong from Toy Soldier? Oh, bro, I bet you those are going to be fire. I love Toy Soldier genetics. I got to get a hold of that man and get some more. Ooh, popped a Subcool genetic too. King Jack, huh? I've heard Eagle talk about that. Eagle and DLP, I've heard them talk about it. They've talked about King Jack quite a few times. Right on. That should be a killer run, bro. Whistle while you work. I can't whistle while I talk. Right, Cookie? That sounds like a killer frickin' run. That sounds like a... Damn, that sounds like a run. Are they, well, they're, I imagine the ones from Subcool are regs. These gas tight ball nugs. Beautiful. I bet it is. The nugs that you get, like, right in the node, that grow, like, tight down into the node. I'm not sure this next photo run. I'm really debating on what to do. I've been thinking about getting some well, I have the Twisberry GDP Cross. That I'm definitely doing. I've heard it's the best of both worlds. It's ends up being a medium-sized plant because one gets tall, one stays small, so hopefully it'll split the difference. And I'm not sure after that, but I was thinking about going through Monarch Gardens and trying some of his genetics. His looked really good, but Toy Soldier has some fire. There's so many good genetics out there. I don't know which route I want to take. I don't know if I want to go through another bank. You know what I mean? Because there's some really good genetics out there. On the East Coast, there's some killer genetics out there that I be seeing a couple people be getting, and I really would like. There's this one called Platinum Swabby Punch out there. It's so expensive, but I really want to grow it. And Bingus has some strains that I want to grow too. I just don't know which route to go. Like I said yesterday, it all depends on how good these autos go. If I go back to photo period or not. But I have so many photo period beans. And plus, I wanna grow both, to be honest. I want to get my basement finished wire. I want to wire my grow room out in my basement. I built the grow room for my first run. I ran it, but the electric down there is kind of janky, and I don't want to light my house on fire. I should have probably never did it the first run, but I risked it. I kind of paid attention to it all day, every day. I sat and babysat it like a hawk. I can't do that now, though. Not with my job. I don't have that time. So I gotta get grow systems that kind of can take care of themselves for the day. After I water, feed, check the humidifier, do all the little maintenance that I gotta do daily. You know, and then they take care of themselves. You know what I mean? But hope everyone's having a beautiful Monday morning. It is snowing here. It's the first snowfall of the year that has stuck at all. All the rooftops here and the grass is covered. Chilly out. My dogs went to go out the door this morning, and literally it was like a train ran into a brick wall. It was doo, 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 doo. Face the butt, face the butt, face the butt. They just piled up in the doorway. As soon as they seen the snow on the patio, they all just crashed in the doorway. No one wanted to go. They didn't want to go out. Oh, I cracked up. Right? Well, that right there, sir, is wicked. She's smoking, but she took that at the end. What is going on here? Roach don't want to smoke. So guess what? It goes down into the chillum. Yeah, I just want to get it wired properly. I just want to put 2 outlets in it. I want to put an outlet actually in the ceiling. I'd like to, if I can. Put a little 4-panel outlet in the ceiling. Or just a 2-panel so I can put a 6 outlet, power strip with a breaker on it. And then I want to have one down in the back part of the wall so I could have the fan and the humidifier and stuff going down there. Actually, I don't like having the humidifier in my grow room in the basement. One, I don't really need it because it stays at about 60% down there, always. And 2, it makes the walls sweat like crazy in the winter. When it's humid in that room and it's chilly on the outside in my basement, them walls sweat like crazy down there. I never actually had anything drip off the ceiling or nothing, but that was always my fear, is that the walls would get so sweaty it would actually drip off the ceiling. Damn. So much resin in this thing. Swimmer! What up, buddy? There we go. I like putting the last of my joints in my chillum, but that thing was so clogged with resin I had to clean that thing out. I haven't cleaned it out in weeks. It's a cool shaped chillum. It's got some nice color to it. Nice swirls in there. If it didn't glare, yeah, you can kind of see it. There you go. See, the house I live in, my aunt's house, she's about 4 years, 5 years from fully paying it off. So it scares me to like put in a generator like that. I don't really have the room for it either. Well, actually, kind of do. Like, when you come back my driveway, it's got a notch in it. The way the house is built, my driveway's got a little bit of a notch. And I could put one right there. I don't know. But, alright, Ted. See you in a minute, bub. We'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I still got a little bit to smoke, and I believe I'm going to rip this last dab with y'all. Is Manic Mouse still in here? Think I'll take a dab with y'all? Swimmer's always up for a dab. I know that. Hope your guys' Monday is going better than mine started. I'm playing hooky. Thank you for playing hooky with me this Monday morning. Normally I don't call off, so I feel kind of really guilty. Normally I will show up to work no matter what, even sick, but not with this corona stuff going on. If I was sick, I would stay home. But in the past, I would go in sick and let them send me home. I hate calling off. It's such a bad look. But I was in a rare mood when I woke up. I woke up late. By the time I took care of the dogs and got myself gathered and unflustered and called in, my morning was like shot, so I was mad. And but that's life. Days happen like this. Nothing I can do about it now. Smoked a doob. Here I am. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna smile away. I was wishing today was the 3rd. I got some mail coming tomorrow. Yeah, waiting for mail. I've never been so excited since I've started growing. All the little things I buy for my grow, like the IPM or a new grow light, or I got a trellis net finally, but it's a reusable one and it's kind of elasticy. A little Wally, thank you. A little under the Wally. Are you a little Wally today, sir? Horrible accent. Shouldn't have even did it. Shouldn't have even did it. Couldn't even, it wasn't even anywhere near it. As it was coming out of my mouth, I'm like, shut up, you nerd. Talking to myself. Calling myself a nerd. I totally am. I can be. I'm really corny if you guys haven't caught on yet. The ones of you that are in here with me on a daily basis. Or every other day, every couple days, whenever I get on. Some days it's like, I'll get on like 3 days in a row, and then I won't get on for 2 days. Or I'll get on for like a day, and then off a day, on a day, or it's sporadic. There is no real rhyme or reason why either. Some days, you know, I just don't feel like doing it. And the days I don't get on, I don't smoke a lot of bud. I smoke more bud when I get on live than I do, because I get myself nice and baked, so my anxiety goes away. Once my anxiety goes away and I can start talking and start getting into a flow and having a good live, you know, then I enjoy it, and I like to be at that point. That's really why I do this, because I enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it, and it allows me to hang out with y'all, which I say it all the time. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it on a deep level. Some days, man, I really just need some camaraderie. Other days, I do it because maybe someone else needs some camaraderie, and I'm bored and I want to smoke with y'all. I bet, Jack. Even Scottish people say you got a strong accent, huh? Yeah, I imagine that's a little strong then. Even when your own folks say you got a strong accent. It's crazy. Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that. You've called me on mine. I only have an accent with certain words. Where I grew up comes out only in words. I've lived other places now for almost as long as I grew up in Chicago. So it's very thin now. It's very much so been worn away. I've been in New York since Christmas Day 2005. So this year will be 15 years. This Christmas Day will be 15 years I've been in New York. I grew up in Chicago until I was 19. So, but from there, from 19, I lived in Florida, Columbus, Ohio, and Detroit. So, and then I moved up to New York. So I've bounced around quite a bit, so my accent kind of washed away. When I moved to Florida from Chicago, man, I got so many girls because of my accent. They, oh my God, you got such an accent. And they loved it. I loved it too, because they ate it up. And chicks down in Florida ate that Chicago accent up. What? I bet you like you son's got a nice accent too on him. His Swedish accent. His is pretty thick. Coop, you got a little southern accent on you? Oh, a lot of people bounced out. Damn, it lost a lot of people all of a sudden. I had 8 people at one point. I just looked up and there's 2. Oh well. There we go. Summer said he's still here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah. I was going to take the Dabadoo, but I think I may just hang on to it. I think I may just pack my chillum up. I got a little bit left still ground up from when I rolled my Doob. Oh yeah, I bet. It's like a mix. It's like I say when I write, my handwriting is a mix of print and cursive mixed. Like I don't. Hey, Ted's back. I don't just print, and I can't write in cursive fully. So like when I write, my handwriting is like a mixture of print and cursive. So it kind of flows from print into cursive back into print. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, save the herb, let's take a hoot. Alright, you ready? You want a dab or do? Dab it up. It's a gint. A gint? Am I saying that right, Jackie? A gint? Gint. J-I-N-T. Gint. It's a gint. Yint. Gint or yint? Well, yint would be Spanish, I guess. That J is a Y in Spanish, I believe. Smells good. So save the herb. Let's take a hoot. How about a hoot? You know what I do? I pop this out. Put a joint in there. Shake it up. Then I get some of it on there. And then I roll it into keef. Doesn't work perfectly every time, but nearly. Hey, hey. What was I gonna do with this? I grabbed my lighter like it was gonna do something for me. What was it gonna do? What's it gonna do for me? Ted, what kind of coffee do you drink, bud? You a dark roast? Do you like your Folgers? What do you like? You like instant coffees? I like a coffee called Bustelo. It's a Spanish espresso coffee. It's freeze dried into a cube, into a block. I love it. Oh yeah, that Nelio, huh? I seen that Nelio light in that cob light in the Blurple. They have them in like the 3 cob Blurple, but I didn't know they had them in the yellow or the white light. They must be newer. That's cool. I always thought those were cool lights. AJ Genetics runs them. Residential's Choice Dark Roast, right on. Yeah, I'm a dark roast fan too. Dark roast, espresso coffee is anything dark and bold. Alright guys, cheers. I'm about to let this thing cool down for a second and take my last dab of this super silver haze. Cheers, y'all. Excuse me. Every time. Ooh. Man, that stuff sounds like it would be jet fuel, Ted. Hell yeah, Jackie. Definitely a lung buster. Oh, what once was is now nothing. Ugh. No, believe it or not, Aldi's carries a Sumatra blend once in a while, like over Christmas time, like winter. They carry a Sumatra blend, and it's really, really good. It's a nice dark roast. Man, that shit. There you go. My last run, I was in need of a second light. A little bit bigger when I got the 4x4 tent than I had. A little bit bigger of a light. And I went with the Grow Start 1200, the 4 cob one. It's got, the blue and red cobs. And the blurple. It's got the blurple and then the 4 white cobs. It's the 1200. It did an okay job flowering them. Decently dense nugs and stuff. It's still working on my chest. The only thing that I didn't like was the fact that I couldn't look directly at the plants and see if there's something going on with them. I had to turn that light off, turn another light on. I couldn't just look in my tent and look at the leaves and see the color. Like, I had to go through a process. And then I couldn't get like a true light over them. It was just a light in my bedroom, so like I was standing in the way, so it was always a shadow. So that's why I went with the spectrum I went with. Or the light I went with, sorry. And the other day I just threw my TS1000 in my tent too, along with the bar light that I bought, just for a little extra ambient heat. I got it in there without the driver on it, and it raised the temperature 3 degrees. By the end of the day, it's 3 degrees warmer than it was without it, so it's working. And it's adding that extra light for the TS1000. It's a decent amount of light in there for a little added light, so I'm happy with it. And it's only an added 145 watts on the outlet, so it's not like it's gonna put a strain. Really? 6 cob? That's not bad, but what is it, the 1800 watt one, swimmer? Yeah, I'm finally back, guys. I'm baked out of my mind, but I'm back. Whew. That was a long ride for a minute there. That dab really ripped my chest open. Yikes. I'm back. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm ripped though. That is a fact. Look at those eyes. Look at them eyes. Stoned out of his mind. Hey, as long as it works for you, swimmer. That's all that I say, man. People always say, like, what lights and stuff. If it's working for what you have growing, if it's giving you the results you want and that you're looking for, who cares really what the light is? You know what I mean? It's all personal preference. Because each strain likes different lights. So you can buy one light. The shitty thing is, every strain you grow under, it's going to like it differently. None of them are going to react the same way to it. So, it's a crapshoot anyway. I always say, get what works the best for you and rock it out. You know what I mean? Just make it work. Yeah. What do you mean, Jack? Yeah, I thought so, swimmer. I think I know which light you're talking about. I think I've seen it. Does it have the pink? Is it the pink one? Does it have the pink look to it? Or does it have the different lens on it? The white lens. I've seen them both ways. And that's a smart idea, I guess, to unplug a couple of the cobs so it doesn't burn them up. And Jackie, what do you mean? He said, no. Okay, cool. It's not the pink one. I think I still know which one you're talking about, I believe. AJ's always talked about them. All white, yeah. Is it the one AJ we used to talk about? Jack, if you guys get flour, you can get anything else we smoke. It all starts from flour. Every single secondary smoking thing starts from flour. There would be nothing else without the flour. There you go. See, none of the wax stuff. That's just because people aren't making it, that's all. But I bet the grass and the hash that you get's good. If that's all you guys get, I bet you it's good though. I've yet to venture with HPS or the metal halide or anything like that. I kinda, if I had an actual grow room that was like taller, ventilated properly, that I could have like the intake and the out and the exhaust for the light, you know what I mean? Have the intake fan drawn in and then an outtake fan pulling out, keeping the light nice and cool. Then I would run it, but in a tent like I have or in the room I have downstairs, I could never. That's the thing with the room downstairs is I don't have, it's got fresh air intake on it. I got a fan that draws fresh air in, but I don't have one that exhales air out. However, the room's not airtight, so it definitely leaks out because heat leaks out of there too. It all leaks out. I got heat that comes into the room from a heater from the house heat. So the room stays at like 60 degrees all winter long. So even at night, it's still comfortable in there. And I still put a heater on for the real cold nights. I put a heater on a timer. Yeah, the HPS are hot. I want to see the difference between 2 and 6 cob lights. It's hot. Yeah. So I have a 2 cob light called it's a Aglex 1200. It's 2 cobs, and then it has a bunch of red cobs and a couple blue. Is there blue cobs on it? Or is it all red? Yeah, because there's a veg mode and a bloom mode on it. When you hit the veg mode is 2 white cobs by itself. Bloom mode is 2 white cobs and a bunch of red cobs. It's a really nice light. It's called an Aglex. It's 210 watts. Dude, it's sweet. It has given me some nice nugs. I almost got to 2000, which is a 4 cob version of it, and ran both of them, which would have given me 610 watts. That could have kicked ass in my tent. I really think so. And it probably would have let my temperature come up a little bit. However, it's the black style box lights, and I'm trying to get away from those. I like the thinner aluminum bar lights a little bit better because they're easier to maintain. You don't get bugs up in them. You don't get the extra dust. You can clean them out. They're less fire hazard to me than those boxes are, dude. If you don't, you got to take apart those boxes. If you have a black box grow light and at it for a couple runs, take the cover off once and see how many bugs and dust and nastiness is up in there. It's crazy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jackie, the dry ice method is awesome with your trim. You get so much keef back, it's insane. And it's a little wetter than keef, actually. You know what I mean? Where keef is a little more drier. This I call it almost hash because, like, it's not bubble hash and it's not quite just keef. It's got like an in-between texture. It turns into hand hash real fast in your hand. Mushing it in your hand, it turns into hand hash quick. So the compound of it's just like in the middle. Damn, I know I put aside one of these things for a coworker, and I don't know what I did with it. I know I put one aside too because I had 3 of them left. I asked him if he wanted any of them. He told me just one. Now I only have 1 left. So I know I set one aside. And I know I just put one on yesterday. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so I definitely made up my mind. I am definitely doing a painting for the 500 subscriber. I'm gonna announce it probably this weekend coming up. I'll probably sit down and do video. I'm gonna try to download an app that I can do an intro video and see if I can start doing some more videos in that regard. Some actual like videos, not lives. So just kind of try my hand at something different. What do you think? You think there'd be a big difference, swimmer? Would you guys go? I just dazed out myself. I'm baked, bro. I am really baked. I totally just dazed off outside, looking over there. I just caught myself. I'm like, oh wait, I'm doing it live. No joke. Not even slightly. Need a haircut. I need a haircut badly. You don't need. I don't imagine you need a whole lot of trim either, Jackie. Like, my first run, all I had was probably like a grocery bag, like twisted down into like a knot like that, like maybe half the bag, you know. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of pretty out right now though too. It's like snowy out. The roofs are all kind of covered in, not kinda, the roofs are covered in snow right now, and like, it's just pretty out. It looks gold. But yeah, I totally got caught dazing out the window. True stoner, yeah. That was my thing. I got yelled at in class, in high school, and just in school in general. Looking out the window all the time, man. Just gazing, daydreaming, looking out that window. It's looking a lot like Christmas. Too early for all that. At least Halloween was decent weather. At least it wasn't like wicked nasty out. Normally Halloween's brutal, but it waited. It waited until after Halloween, so I guess it's fair game now. I guess it's, that could have been bad. I got all of my Doobs, all my roaches. I put them on my tray. I had a little portion of my tray that I put all my roaches on. And then when it gets, well, I don't know, whenever I feel like it, really. It's not whenever it gets to a certain amount, but whenever I feel like it, I roll a doobie up with all the roaches and get nice and ripped, because them doobies get me stupid stoned. Because you gotta think, man, the doobies themselves get me pretty baked. So all the roaches from them doobies are gonna get me super baked. But 11:11:11. Well, it was 1:11:11. I caught it. I've been on for an hour and 11 minutes, and it was 11 seconds. I love that. I'm a huge fan of ones. I love, my birthday's 5/11, so on the 11th. So everything with ones I like. The only time I play Lotto is November 1st or January 11th. The 11th. I pick 3, 11/11, 11/1, or 11/11 on November 11th. It's the only time. Just on the ones. It was pretty cool 2011 because everything was 11s. 11. All 11s. Yeah. You want to take a quick peek at the ladies before I check out here? They're looking nice this morning. It's looking like Christmas in here. It feels nice and warm. It's nice and humid. They're starting to get some nice undergrowth starting. Oh. Even on these guys, their undergrowth is getting big already. She's staying nice and short, but her undergrowth is getting nice. It's getting nice and full, nice and short, pretty, healthy. Her undergrowth is starting to come in as well. Getting a little long there. She looks like this little girl here, she's finally starting to pull out, I think, pull through whatever little issues she started to go through, because she's got a little bigger now all of a sudden. So hopefully maybe she will pull through and be something good. You know, sometimes those ugly babies can be the best babies. And she's looking decent. A little droopy. Nice and healthy though. Man, they are so pretty. The pineapple zombies, I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with putting this other light in here too. Putting the other Mars Hydro light in there. Kinda just gives it a little boost. I'm back. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Jackie. I try to baby them. You know, gotta baby those ladies. Definitely gotta baby them. But alright, honey, I thank you very much for coming in. Oh, man down. I appreciate it dearly. You know, I always say it every single time. It's not about the likes or subscribes or anything. It's only about being able to connect with people and hang out and smoke a doob and build rapport. You know what I mean? That's what life's about. Just networking among the masses. This is the perfect platform to be able to meet and become friends with and to collaborate in life in many different ways, in thoughts, in prayer, in meditation, in, you know, growing, like the pots, like you've seen the pots I'm using, and they work really well, so you're going to give them a shot now. Like, see, that stuff all comes awesome. It is so cool that stuff can happen because of YouTube. Like, I wouldn't know anything I know without YouTube right now. I'm growing. Everything I have learned has been from YouTube and reading articles on my own now. Like, after I got into it, I started branching out and doing my own research, of course. But 90% of what I know has came from YouTube. When I want to learn how to do something new, it comes off of YouTube. Simple. But, alright guys, I appreciate everyone that's here. You guys are awesome and the rock of my channel. So take care, and I will catch y'all later. Peace out. Doof.